So you are about to embark on a potty training adventure. Oh, I am so excited for you. In this video, I am going to cover 3 of the most popular brands of potties and a quick and dirty review of which one I think is the best and how they all work in practice. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Jenny, certified teacher, doctoral student, and mom of 2 girls, Alice, who is my 2-year-old, and Mina, who is my 9-month-old. And in this video, I actually am going to be covering my honest review of all 3 of these different potties here. These are some of the most popular brands of potties that you can get on major websites like Amazon, Target, and we actually have used all 3 of these with Alice through her potty training process. Alice is actually officially potty trained now, but we do encourage her, and most of the time she will use one of these potty chairs here instead of the big potty just yet. Getting a toddler potty is actually very helpful, and even if you're opposed to using it down the line in the long run, it is still very, very helpful during the potty training process because it gives very immediate access to your child to have somewhere to actually use the potty that's appropriate. So without further ado, let's go ahead and look at 3 potties. We have the SummerInfant potty, which is this one right over there. We have the OXO-Tot travel potty, which is this one here. And then we have the BabyBjorn potty, which is this one right here. The first one I'm going to talk about is the BabyBjorn. So here is the BabyBjorn potty. It is very much no frills and is very simple in its design. It is in 2 pieces, so you have the part that's actually the potty right here with a little horn piece right there. And then you also have the potty itself. It is very, very lightweight and quite easy to clean, which is always helpful. The BabyBjorn potty comes in a bunch of different colors, and the one that I got that was pink is $22, but there's a lot of different colors. They're all this kind of nice sort of muted pastel, and I really do like this potty. Alice has an easy time sitting down on this potty, which is very nice because she's able to sit herself on this potty. Basically, she'll hold her dress up and then back up and sit down. That's typically the way that she sits, but because this potty is so low to the ground, it's easy for her to actually move a leg over to the side. Something else I have noticed with this potty is actually it's better for bowel movements because of the fact that the child's legs are actually fully on the ground instead of ones where they're kind of not necessarily in that true squatting position. One of the drawbacks to this potty, and I did not realize it was a thing until it started happening, is when Alice sits down on here, if her legs are splayed too wide open, then she'll wind up kind of peeing out the side. So even as a girl, she will sometimes wind up peeing out the side if her legs are kind of out this direction instead of more front forward facing. She will sometimes pee out the sides, and I will have to clean up pee on the carpet or whatever is underneath the potty. Something else that's just an observation about this potty is, like I said, it is very, very no frills. You get what you get. There's a potty part and bottom part. There's really no use for this outside of potty training and also having a potty. However, since I have 2 girls that I'll be potty training, I figured this is great to have. The last pro I want to mention for this potty is that this potty is very easy to cart around the house. This is kind of like our move around the house potty, so anywhere that Alice goes, I bring this potty with us to that room. For example, right before bath time, I will actually take this potty up and put it next to the bathtub in case she needs to use the potty. Some of my other potties are just not quite as conducive to being moved around quickly and easily as this one. So now let's talk about our second potty, which is the SummerInfant potty. So this is the SummerInfant potty, and it is actually the first potty that I got for Alice. So this potty will set you back anywhere from $26 to $36, and that's because it has a couple of more bells and whistles than the BabyBjorn that I showed you before. So one of the first things about this potty is it has a pocket up here at the top. There's actually a couple of SummerInfants that actually have a flap where you can put wipes, but my toddler would probably just pull wipes out all day long if I had that accessible to her. So I got the one with the pocket at the top. I will put books usually in here for her to be able to grab out and read if she needs to sit on the potty for a little while. It also has a noise-making flushing function. To be honest, Alice doesn't really use that flushing function. She much prefers to flush the real toilet over and over again. She thinks that's very entertaining. The actual makeup of the potty itself is you have this seat up here that has like a pretty big guard for pee, which is nice. And then you have the bowl part, which has a little lid here, which makes it easy to pour out once you need to pour out the contents. As far as cleaning goes, this one is a little bit more of a pain only because it has 2 pieces. However, I will say this one has never leaked out pee on the sides or anywhere. This one also is a transition lid, so you can actually put this lid over a actual toilet seat for your little one to sit on it that way. So it has a little bit more longevity with that higher price tag. Something I don't like about this potty though is that initially when I got this potty and I introduced it to Alice, she had a really hard time sitting on it by herself. And it's unreasonable to think that I'm gonna be able to help her sit down on the potty every single time she needs to go. Eventually she did get it and she's able to back herself up and sit down where she needs to, but it was a big struggle for her to figure out how to get onto this potty initially. This potty is not as easy to move around because it's simply just a larger potty. It is of course movable, it's not heavy, but it's just bulky and there's no great place to hold it. You could hold it by this part up here, but since this piece actually comes off, I don't really like to hold it here. I like to hold it towards the bottom. So for this one, honestly, we just kind of leave it as our downstairs potty, and that's the one that she has in the kitchen that's accessible to her all day long. So the last potty that I want to mention is very different from the other two, and that is the OXO-Tot potty. So this is the OXO-Tot potty, and this is very unique and different in the sense that this is specifically designed to go over a toilet seat or as a travel potty. It actually comes with a set of potty bags that you basically put over the top, and you put it into these little pieces on the side here. So the OXO-Tot potty chair will set you back right around 20 bucks, and the one that I got is white, I guess. There's different colors. I honestly can't even tell where the color part comes in. The legs are gray. Maybe I got gray. I don't know. But basically the way that this potty works is that you can leave it like this and have the bags on the side, which hook in with this little bit that's right here on the side. You can tuck the bag in and then your little one can sit down on it. It has like a pad at the bottom and they can do their business, and then you just take the bag out and tie it off and throw it away. The other way that you can use this one, and this is how we use this one, is we actually will fold the legs, put it into its little carrying case, and we will take it with us in the store, usually underneath the stroller. This thing is very small and compact. It does not take up a lot of room. It's a low profile, which I love. And it is very sturdy when you sit it on top of a large toilet. So you kind of fold out the arms all the way back, and then you just set it over top of an adult potty. And it also has little handles for your little one to hold on to on the side here, so they don't feel like they're kind of, you know, just floating in space. For me, this potty was very, very essential to being able to move into those blocks of potty training where we take outings. I wanted to have a very accessible way to use the potty for my little one, even though she went before she left. My main drawback with this one is that I don't think this is a great everyday potty unless you're keeping it on top of the big potty. Only because the legs, the function of being able to move the legs to different positions is awesome, until you realize that if you don't put this exactly right as it is, then it runs the risk of your little one sitting down on it and the legs collapsing out of the side because you pushed it too far. I'm not saying I've done that, but I've done that. The little splash guard at the top is pretty good. Alice has sometimes leaked over the side, but that is to be expected when she's sitting on a potty where her legs are dangling. So I wasn't really concerned with that. It's easy to clean up, it's easy to store, and there are replacement bags if you run out of the bags that the OXO-Tot potty actually comes with. Okay, so you've seen all the potties. Now it is time for Alice to show you her favorite. Which potty do you prefer? Can you sit on it? That one? You like that one the best?
Down.
Push undies down. Yes, we do push undies down before we use the potty. Would you like me to help you?
Yeah.
Okay. As you can see, Alice's favorite is the BabyBjorn. Tried and true, this potty is very simple and it happens to be her favorite. There are pros and cons to all three of the potties that I've shown you, and I feel like they're all suited best for different situations. So honestly, try out one or two. If they don't work out for you, maybe you can give it to a friend, it'll work out better for them. Personally for me, I have found that the BabyBjorn has been the most reliable simply because it has been easy to transport. It's good for pooping because of that leg position, and it was very easy for Alice to sit down on top of. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope that you have all of the luck in the world in potty training your little one. I'm actually going to be uploading my first video in my potty training series starting next Thursday, so keep an eye out if you are interested in seeing how I did it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. I do all sorts of parenting, new mom, educational content, and I would love to have you along for the ride. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you next time. Take care.